Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video we are counting down on remake films as never before, and those who love watching remake films must give it a try and leave a comment below about how many films you have already seen from this list or intent to see. Now let us get started. 10 Walking Tall, 2004. Directed by Kevin Bray. When decorated military officer Chris Vaughn, The Rock, returns to his hometown in the state of Washington to find work, he finds that the lumber mill has closed, and the town's big business is now a seedy casino operated by one of his old schoolmates, Jay Hamilton, Neil McDonough. Aided by his loyal friend Ray Templeton, Johnny Knoxville, Vaughn tries to make a stand against the area's crime and corruption, but, finding no help from the police, he must take matters into his own hands. 9 The Jackal, 1997. Directed by Michael Cotton Jones. During an FBI raid on a Moscow nightclub, the brother of Russian gangster Tarek Murad, David Heyman, is killed. Murad wants revenge and hires anonymous hitman The Jackal, Bruce Willis, to kill FBI Deputy Director Carter Preston, Sidney Poitier. With the help of Russian agent Valentina Koslova, Diane Venora, Preston finds the only man who knows what the notorious Jackal looks like, imprisoned IRA terrorist Declan Mulqueen, Richard Gere, and forces him to help hunt down the hitman. 8 Total Recall, 2012, available on Netflix. Directed by Len Wiseman. In need of a vacation from his ordinary life, factory worker Douglas Quaid, Colin Farrell, visits Recall, a company that can turn dreams into real memories. Thinking that memories of life as a super spy are just the ticket, Quaid undergoes the procedure, but it goes horribly wrong. Suddenly, Quaid is a hunted man. He teams up with a rebel fighter, Jessica Biel, on a search to find the head of the underground resistance and take down the leader, Bryan Cranston, of the free world. 7 RoboCop, 2014. Directed by Jose Padilla. In 2028, Omnicorp is at the center of robot technology. While its drones have long been used by the military overseas, their use is forbidden in American law enforcement. However, Omnicorp gets a golden opportunity to crack that market when Detroit cop Alex Murphy, Joel Kinnaman, is critically injured in the line of duty. By transforming Murphy into a cyborg, Omnicorp executives hope to rake in billions for their shareholders, but they forget one thing: there's still a man inside the machine. 6 Roadhouse, 2024. Directed by Doug Liman. Roadhouse stars Jake Gyllenhaal as Dalton, an ex-UFC fighter trying to escape his dark past and his penchant for violence, in this adrenaline-fueled actioner. Dalton is barely scraping by on the reputation that still precedes him when he is spotted by Frankie, Jessica Williams, owner of a roadhouse in the Florida Keys. She hires him to be her new bouncer in hopes of stopping a violent gang, working for crime boss Brant, Billy Magnuson, from destroying her beloved bar. 5 Death Race, 2008. Directed by Paul W. S. Anderson. Framed for a murder he did not commit, 3-time Speedway champ Jensen Ames, Jason Statham, finds himself at Terminal Island, the country's toughest prison, but he gets an unexpected chance at freedom when the warden offers a choice: compete in the death race as a mythical driver called Frankenstein, or rot in a cell forever. Riding in a car equipped with flamethrowers and grenade launchers, Ames must survive a gauntlet of vicious criminals to win his freedom or die trying. For the Mechanic, 2011. Directed by Simon West. One of an elite group of assassins, Arthur Bishop, Jason Statham, may be the best in the business. Bishop carries out his assignments with precision, detachment and adherence to a strict code, but when Harry, Donald Sutherland, his close friend and mentor, is murdered, Bishop vows revenge. Harry's son, Ben Foster, comes to him with vengeance in his heart and a desire to learn Bishop's trade, signaling the birth of a deadly partnership. 3 Assault on Precinct 13, 2005. Directed by Jean-François Richet. While en route to prison, a bus carrying criminals Marion, Lawrence Fishburne, Beck, John Leguizamo, and Anna, Aisha Hines, is rerouted to Detroit's soon-to-be-closed Precinct 13 because of a dangerous winter storm. All communications with the outside world are cut off, and Jake, Ethan Hawke, an emotionally volatile police sergeant who is haunted by his past, is forced to work with the criminals in order to survive an attack on the precinct by a group of armed men. 2. The Taking of Pelham 123, 2009. Directed by Tony Scott. Chaos reigns in the New York City subway system when heavily armed criminals, led by a mastermind named Ryder, John Travolta, hijack a subway train and threaten to kill everyone on board unless a large ransom is paid. Dispatcher Walter Garber, Denzel Washington, uses his extensive knowledge of the transit system in a bid to outwit the hijackers and save the hostages, but one question remains: even if the hijackers get their money, how can they possibly escape? 1. Mad Max, Fury Road 2015, available on Netflix. Directed by George Miller. Years after the collapse of civilization, the tyrannical Immortan Joe enslaves apocalypse survivors inside the desert fortress the Citadel. When the warrior Imperator Furiosa, Charlize Theron, leads the despot's 5 wives in a daring escape, she forges an alliance with Max Rokitansky, Tom Hardy, a loner and former captive. Fortified in the massive, armored truck the War Rig, they try to outrun the ruthless warlord and his henchmen in a deadly high-speed chase through the wasteland. So that was the list, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching our list of remake films as never before. For more updates, make sure you subscribe to our channel. The handle is right in front of you.